600,000 college freshmen take calculus every year. 250,000 fail. That's ridiculous, 42%. If you make the assumption that each failure is worth $2,000, that's very conservative. 250,000, 2,000, wow, $500 million. In this country in particular, we've lost sight of education because we're doing this teach to the test training thing, and we think that what we measure is the Holy Grail. But people like Angela Duckworth are pointing out that grit may be more important than, quote, IQ. The correlations with what you end up getting done in life don't fall under the checkbox quiz IQ category. Let me distinguish what I call real education from training. The discussion, I think, gets clarified if you make some distinction like that. For example, learning calculus is training. Learning to think using calculus is education. Learning a CAD program is training. Learning to design is education. Learning the codified pieces, the stuff that's been written down and published in textbooks for the most part, and the things that are understood and evolving now, the pieces are mostly about training. The wise integration of those things into solutions that you see as relevant problems requires education. Training is a commodity. The comparative advantage is in education. I am not in favor of a university as a job training place. To understand what educational institutions like universities should do, you need to look at what is it that requires presence. That's the most valuable thing we have. It would be really silly if I was showing you PowerPoint presentations of calculus equations. Go do that on your own. Outsource training to digital media, but do it well. None of this amateur hour stuff where it's a professor talking at a blackboard with one camera. Stop, just stop. You know, let's do something well. Create high quality, well-produced, modular, feedback-equipped digital learning systems so that they get better every day. And if that happens, we would have, quote, textbooks, or the material that's currently in textbooks that grows in efficacy or quality in a compound way. I believe that's an Uber Gutenberg thing. That's a big deal. For the first time in human history, we would have continuous growth in the quality of that stuff. And big data is really important. Let's apply it to pedagogy. You could have the best data ever on how things scaffold, etc. So let's do that, and then focus on education, which has a lot more to do with human-to-human interaction, has a lot more to do with the quality of coaching and expertise. That's the core thing that we've got to get right. We're going to be in a very different place, and a lot of stuff that had been in boxes are going to become ad hoc things. The boundaries between high school and university and work and everything and workplace and family are going to get blurred. It would be an incredible disservice to think that you could train university students for a job rather than help them learn how to think. We owe it to young people to try to make it happen for them, because if they're just well trained, they're not going to have a place. If they're well trained and well educated, they're going to help untangle some of the messes that we make.